quicker show. This is not a normal Maniple show.
Is it gonna be half Maniple, half Dragon Talk?
No, Dragon Talk is after.
Okay.
Just pretty much planning for me and you. It wouldn't surprise me if we get more into discussion of the SmackDown as opposed to D&D.
Yes. And you can now take care of your fart gas.
You can now take care of your fart gas? What?
I'm sorry, but fat gas just popped up on screen.
You think he might have said frog pants? What? Yeah,
All
dude,
right.
frog pants.
Hey, I'm drinking out of my frog pants mug, so there's that.
I'm drinking out of my normal mug.
I'm not thinking anything sadly.
Your mug.
I don't have
Geek.io.
a frog pants mug.
I'm
Is it
saving
frog
my
pants or is
liver
it
for
TMS?
this weekend.
Frog pants. Frog Pants
Right.
Studios. Fart
We
gas
are
Studios.
live on all of the Alpha Geeks and the Dragon Con.
Audio program's so good, it's like you're there.
They don't use that anymore.
Club, wrong DC.
I know, I missed that one.
I do miss that one.
Yeah, I like that one a lot better.
Anyway.
All right, so that means we should load up some stuff so I can play stuff. That might be helpful.
Load up some stuff so you can play stuff?
That's
I
how
don't
it
know about
works.
that.
You load it up and you play it. It's
In
magical.
your butt?
It's a new in your butt.
What?
What?
You have to have that extra T there. You play it
Butt
in
to-
the butt.
Peter, what a bunch of bastards.
What
Thanks,
a
Jack.
bunch of bastards.
People. I met enough of them. What a bunch of bastards.
So, have you recovered, CJ?
Huh? What?
Have you recovered from last week?
No.
Oh,
screw
dude,
you.
Raul, don't poke the Band-Aid. Stop.
Oh.
What are you doing?
What are you talking about, Raul? Stop
You are
talking.
listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows
Wait,
and
I'm not
more,
recording.
visit geek-io.net.
Shush.
Shush,
Gotta
me.
watch-
Welcome to the
Raul,
pre-show.
you gotta watch what you say, Raul, or you're gonna get fired.
Oh, hey.
Oh, the puns. Puns.
Oh, I love it. What am I
That
doing?
would have been smoke.
Okay.
And then do the thing again, and I will mute my mic.
Yes.
I'm like, why is there not a bar going across my screen? I don't understand. That one. That one right there. Nope, not that one. Why does that just make that image bigger? I don't understand. Click, 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 click.
I like how it's bumping. It's like
I don't understand.
It's fist bumping.
It kinda is. I don't understand why it's just a image.
I'm raising the roof.
There's
Oh,
a
the
clip
people
of
who
you
watch
rapping.
YouTube get so much more out of this.
Careful.
Where's my GFX samples, Geek.io logos, network thumbs? Brr! What are you doing? Stop it. Why did I load Photoshop? What is wrong with me tonight? Apparently I'm having an off night. I blame freaking sleepwalking. Everything is insane and nothing is making sense. Alright, so I'm loading. Everybody got really quiet. I love it. I'm the only one talking!
I think we're all muted. Yeah, everybody's muted.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for you to push that button.
I'm
waiting.
working on loading up Audition. Give me a second. It's taking its sweet ass time because I'm so far behind. I don't understand.
Last time.
Alright, so we create a new waveform and we call it TGIOS. What is this episode number 119?
119.
One of these days I'll remember the show number of my own show. Alright, so we're going to hit the... Where's the record? Why is everything so backwards? Alright, here's my voice. I sound good. Everybody give me a burp, burp, burp.
Burp, burp, burp. Can you
Thank
hear
you.
me?
Burp.
Burp, 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 burp.
Except I was muted. Burp, burp, burp.
Alright, cool. Alright, so I'm going to stop that, delete that, since I said nothing funny. Alright, doing the thing in 5, 4, get to the right menu, 3, 2.
You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
Hey you. If you're listening to this and don't want to hear expletives, you probably shouldn't listen to it. It's gonna get interesting.
Hi, this is Zach from Major Spoilers and Zach on Film, and you're listening to Geek.io. You put geek in and get geek out.
Welcome, brave adventurer, to the Mana Pool. Join our dungeon master CJ as he guides his group through the enchanted pages of the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Our intrepid noobs, Andy, Dale, Jarred, and Raul, are unproven in combat and ignorant of the dangers ahead. They think they're ready for an adventure, but can they handle the Princes of the Apocalypse? You are hearing a live playthrough from Princes of the Apocalypse, a campaign from the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition from Wizards of the Coast. All mathematical errors default link to CJ Vote and do not reflect the Wizards of the Coast, the rest of the Geek.io Media Network, its managers, producers, hosts, their families, or affiliates.
Well, I finally went through normal. Hi, everybody. This is the Mana Pool, episode number 6, and or the Geek.io show, episode number 119, whichever you want to call it. I'm CJ.
And I am Jared. Or you could call me Draku Bloodfang, because everything has 2 names and numbers today.
Wait.
See how that works?
Yes. Raul,
Oh,
mute
Come
yourself.
on, Fireboy. Come on, Fireboy, you're up.
So tired.
I'm the soon to be. I'm Raul, the soon to be the sea saboteur.
And
Raul
I'm-
started the fire.
He did.
Jared,
I'm
give me the
Andy.
idea.
Playing Dahlgren Brightpath.
And I'm Dale playing Davdak, or as my friends better know me as Captain Sparkle Pants.
Oh, the one guy who called you that in the real world is now dead! Oh, wait.
Oh, sorry, too soon.
Oh.
I wasn't going to say anything, but just a reminder, Mana Pool is brought to you solely by our Patreon over patreon.com/geek.io. If you want this to be more of a permanent weekly show, let us know. Help us get to that small little thing. That little itty-bitty bit of a thing.
A little thing.
That's what she said? What?
Shut up.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm not going to go into what happened last time. I'm still a little salty about it.
Blink, 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 blink.
But tune in
What
next time and we'll
question
go over
mark?
exactly what happened in Chapter 1 of Princes of the Apocalypse. But what we're doing this time around is we're not necessarily doing we're not doing action this time around. We are actually going to... We leveled up last encounter. Yay, everybody got to level 3. Congratulations.
We didn't die! Woo! Well, most of us didn't. Sorry, man.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, that's your job.
We were mostly unscathed.
So, as I said, we're going to do a level up show because most classes get stuff at level 3 to do, and kind of starts determining what you're going to do with your characters going forward. So, before we do any of that, like I said, at level 1 and 2, we all got max hit points. However, that changes at level 3. So, since unless you guys have Roll20 loaded up and you're ready to roll a hit die for it, just go over to random.org.
No. I think
No,
everyone's
you'll
logged
have-
in.
Yeah, everyone's logged in.
Oh, except for me.
We're here.
Hold on. Let me log in then.
Oh, there, Dungeon Master.
I wasn't going to log in.
Well, nobody told us not to log in, so...
Well, we're doing die rolls.
Yeah, and
I mean, I
didn't know
guess
what we
I
were
could,
doing.
I could pick up the camera and point it down at the table as I roll a dice, which would also work.
yeah.
We can also do this.
But we have the technology.
I could get into my drawer here and get my light up D20. I can get my light up D10
Yeah.
for you guys.
Those
Or you
light
get
up
my light up
D20s, I don't think are weighted correctly.
Honestly, I'm starting to think not either because I played
I
with it
rolled a
last
lot
weekend.
of crits with that dice.
Me too. I'm the dungeon master of my other game, and I'm rolling exceptionally well last game. And I mean, as DM, I tend to roll well. As player, not so much. As DM, I typically roll between 16 and 20. As player, about 6 to 10.
Ooh.
So I'm starting to think that you're right, that this is not weighted correctly.
Yeah. Because it was cool, because we were playing a game, it was like, the game started out as 8 players, went down to 6, but had 2 GMs, and it was like a massive group that we were getting together. And so it'd be cool from across the room, the GMs could see, the dice flashing, and that was cool, but yeah. I was like, this seems like it's rolling a lot of 20s.
I like this because, and I think then if I'm gonna come to now that I'm feeling it, it's a lot heavier on one side. And I didn't mean to do that, Rachel, when you listen to this. But I like it because of my eyes. I'm 70% blind. I can see the numbers, which is nice.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
you
but
go.
any bigger die would allow you to do that too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna end up just having to buy a thing of at my local comic book shop. There's a set of pretty good sized. They also have the ridiculous palm-sized dice.
Oh yeah, the
which
giant
would break my
foam
glass
ones.
on my table. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want a giant foam one, like hold over your head.
Oh, it's
No,
not
yeah,
like
they have the giant.
They
They have the foam one, but they actually have hard ones that are the size of your
Cool.
fist.
Yeah, no,
That
these
sounds
are
dangerous.
Like, they come in a tube, which is like this big around. So it's like a giant tube of novelty D4, which is the only
Yeah.
D4 you can step on without hurting yourself. Because
God,
it's
yes.
a
Like
squishy one.
Legos. All right.
Yes.
So now that I'm logged into D20, that provided some that roll 20 that actually provided enough time for us to get over to here. All right, so we're gonna go up with last in, first out. Raul, roll me your hit die.
Ooh.
So that's D whatever. I'm assuming that's D6.
For a wizard, yes. So
So
you
D6
put
plus
2
your
into
Constitution
your-
modifier. Oh, he gets a 2. What is your Constitution?
My constitution is
might be neg 1.
is +3. Ability modifier is 13. Ability modifier
so-
+1, and then racial modifier +2.
Racist.
So I
So-
think that this thing is calculating racial modifiers wrong. Because that should just increase his Constitution by 2, not add 2 to his
Which-
rolls.
But no, that increases. No. What it's doing is it's increasing it from +1 to +2 because it is bringing him up that 1. It's adding 2 to his score, which increases it from +1 to +2. If it was adding 2 to the rolls, it would go from +1 to +3.
Okay. So in other words, he gets 4 hit points then.
Yes.
No, because his Constitution is 13.
But
Correct?
with the racial with racial
So
bonus,
that means
it's
you just
15.
raise his Constitution. It's not a racial modifier at that point anymore, at least as far as I've read. That his Constitution just starts early. Let's worry about this next show, but 2, so you get +2 then.
So
it'll be D. So yeah, 4 hit points. That's good. Or 3 or better would have been nice. But
Makes my job
we'll
easier.
take it.
All right. Next
22.
up, Riku, because you're the next from the right.
From
On
the
my
right.
list.
From the right.
All right.
I believe you're
So-
D8.
It's a D8 plus my Constitution modifier, or do I get that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's a D8 plus 1. Here we go.
Oh, 5. Better than
Plus
than
one.
average. That's very
6
good.
total, yes. Look at
6
that.
total. By the way, according to Stack Exchange, so take it as you will, racial modifiers do in 5e increase the for all rule sets and for intents and purposes increase the natural bonus. So his ability score becomes a 15 with
Right,
the racial
that-
2.
That's what I was saying. So it's 15, which is calculated because the way we're doing it now, that's how Dale got his bonus hit points. Because it was
No, he
added
had-
to the bonus, not the ability score. So
No, I just
that's
had a
what I
random-
think.
No,
hit
there was a
points
random
added in
plus
on the
2 in
team,
the
so no
additional
reason.
8 hit points thing right below
Oh,
the
okay.
levels.
Gotcha.
No additional reasons. It could have been just
No,
a typo.
that's why he had 2 additional hit points. It's because there was a 2 there.
Okay, so
I don't know
Driku,
how-
good roll with your 6.
All right. Next up, Dab Deck.
Alrighty, I've got 1d10 plus constitutional bonus.
Yes.
Yep, so yours
Do
is
I
going to be
add
plus
the
2 as well.
racial bonus?
Constitutional bonus?
Yes.
Is that how well you can
You don't have to
Take a
litigate?
walk.
What is it?
That's
Once
how-
you put
that's
that-
how my-
Once you
Fifth
put that
Amendment
number
right there.
into the character sheet, it's going to automatically take your plus 2.
Okay, so
So if you just roll
I
a
do
D10.
1d10 plus 1d10. Or do I do a 1d10 plus 1?
Just do the
That's
1d10.
Ability mode. Okay, okay,
Just a
okay.
1d10.
Wow. Wow. 3.
Oh, 3.
Okay. Yeah, but see, that and the ability modifier is plus 1, though. You're not including
Plus
the
2.
racial modifier. Okay.
Okay.
Because of your racial modifier. So you're going to get a total of 5 hit points.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, here we
That's
go.
the
It's
one that
me.
matters.
Dahlgren!
So give me a second here. That will be D10 plus 2 is my bonus. Oh, that's terrible. Less than half
All right.
makes me sad. Less than half makes me sad.
So does the ranger have more health than you do?
No. Andy rolled 1 better than him.
I have 30 hit points.
I have 29.
There we go. It got fixed. It was that random additional plus 2 that was there.
That
It was not the
weird.
ability modifier. It was
weird.
probably me when I made the character putting a 2 in
Gotcha.
there.
So
All right.
in a pinch, we can use the ranger as a meat shield, right?
We
Well,
call it
yeah,
DM
sure.
favoritism, so there's that. But anyway.
Oh, I rolled a 4. Man, I was hoping
All
for
right.
at least a 5.
29's okay
So-
for hit points, though. It's okay. For range.
That is our HP for the turn for the next level. Level 4 is going to be a little bit further away than 3. Obviously, as for you new players and people following at home, the higher the level you get, the more further and further you get. It only took 900 experience points to get to this point, which
Now
technically
we
you
need to
guys
double that.
Yeah, exactly. Which technically you guys got in the middle of the last dungeon if I was calculating experience. But like I said before, I don't like doing that because I don't like doing level ups in the middle of a dungeon.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
It is. So I typically, if I note the fact that you guys are going to be leveling up, it'll happen at the end of the dungeon, which is what happened in this case. I think when you guys fought the zombears, when you guys leveled up, technically.
Well, the zombies and the zom
Are you
lady.
talking about the parents of the little girl?
Yes.
Well, there were zombies.
Like,
That's
it's
it.
strange. The father found it
We
appropriate
just-
to dress up as a bear.
We just steamed over that like revelation that they were like.
Yeah, you guys are just like, yeah, sure, whatever. They were zombies, don't care.
There's nothing we could do about it. We put them to
Weird that there
peace.
was a zombie dressed as a lady and a bear zombie. We found it weird.
Yeah, we performed last rites. That's, I mean, what? I don't know what else we can do.
The constitutional bonus is that you know.
I do not think that word means what you think it means.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Um, so, two of our characters got a bunch of stuff because they didn't get extra spell slots. I'm gonna have to work out something for Raul. No, he got a stick. He's fine.
A stick. It's a magic stick, but it's a stick nonetheless.
It is indeed a magic stick, but it is still just a stick.
Is it act the same way as the spell?
Yes, it is literally you casting the spell without using a... Okay, so leveling up, I gave Raul, since he was the only magic person, but you don't have to attune to magic items in 5th edition, apparently. So this doesn't really matter. Andy, for all that matters. You got a Wand of Magic Missile at the end of the last fight, which basically has 7 charges in it. No, you don't need to attune. You don't need Arcane.
No, I thought you needed to have the spell.
No. Or Dale could have it. So what that is basically it has 7 charges. Each of those charges counts as a level of Magic Missile. Raul has looked up what each level does, so it's up to him to figure that out and keep track of the charges. After it uses its 7th charge, it becomes not usable. After a daybreak of every day, it gains 1d6 plus 1 charges back. And I think if you roll a nat 1 on that, it has a chance of breaking. I'm not 100% sure on that. I will have to check up on that.
Yeah.
But as soon as he tries to use it... Oh, wait a second. But how could he roll a 1? He doesn't roll to hit.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
The 1d6. He rolls 1d6 for it.
Okay.
When you're recharging things. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's me just going with memory, and that's not going to be canon until I can figure out if that's the case. If I figure out... Yeah, if that's the case, I will let you know. In the meantime, basically, just don't let it go to 0 charges. That's what we're going to stick with right now. I might have it just house ruled if I can't figure out anything. If it goes to 0 charges, it just becomes a normal wand.
What I saw it, is it 1d6 or 1d4?
1d6 plus... No, recharge is 1d6 plus 1. The magic spell that it casts is just your normal magic missile, which is 1d4 plus 1.
Oh, okay.
Per missile. So level 1 charge will be your level 1, which is 3 magic missiles. Level 2 is 4. Level 3 is 5, and blah 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 blah.
Okay. So right now I can blast 5. Okay.
Technically, right now you could launch 9 magic missiles without using a thing.
That's a lot.
Yes.
So I mean, you could literally just on a boss fight be like, all right, I'm going to use.
I'm going to
6 of my charges and just machine gun because it's an auto hit.
But it does take 1 action, so I can only do it once a turn.
Yeah, but no, you can unleash a level 6 magic missile. Is what I'm saying.
Without risking damaging the wands, because he said it has 7 charges and don't let it get to 0. So in an emergency, you can let it get to 0, but other than that, like, conserve them.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Didn't know I could burn through all 6 in 1 turn. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You're at that point casting a level 6 spell. So yeah, that's what you got for leveling up because you learn your spells through a spell book.
Yay! That's good. Spontaneously catch fire soon, right?
Yes. Strangely enough, for some reason, I won't understand why all of your spell books that touch your hands will catch fire. Oh, darn these things being made out of paper!
Paper?
Why must papyrus burn so well?
You ever seen paper?
Oh, Raul, you get a magic book falls from the heavens. It has a level 25. Oh.
No, come on, he could hire someone to turn pages for him.
I have some gold out of his bank.
Davdek, I'll give you 1 gold to hold this book for me.
Yeah, and it's an additional 3 gold to turn a page, right?
Capitalism.
All right, exactly.
We'll talk about this later.
Jazz got some spells going on. He actually has some level 2 spells that he can use now. Jazz, why don't you tell us what spells you now have?
I have some spells and some other spells.
I've got stuff.
Thanks, Captain
Okay, I don't have my
Science.
spreadsheet open.
All right, so I added Shatter. Level 2 spell Shatter, which
What does Shatter do?
let me pull up the description real quick so I get it right.
It makes things shatter.
Probably. It probably does just make things shatter.
Yeah, super great.
Not very.
A sudden loud ringing
Destructive
noise,
prestidigitation.
painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save,
3.
or... Yeah, you heard that right. Or half as much damage on a successful one.
Nice.
Oh!
A creature
that's-
made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has the disadvantage on a saving throw. Oh.
Oh. So they get to roll
Nice.
twice and take the worst of the 2 dice, which is
Ouch!
that's no good. But I guess
There
it
you
makes
go, Cleric of Bahamut.
Now we're talking about
he
Bahamut
makes a
spells.
loud noise, and
A
you're
non-magical object. Well, basically, I make thunder next to your face.
Yes,
as you do.
like you do.
A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell's area. Dang.
Oh, so you can
I
break
think-
doors with it too. Nice. As long as the doors are not magic.
Indeed.
All doors will be made from magic.
Noted. I'm just kidding.
I also received Fog Cloud. You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog, centered on a point within range. The sphere spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured. Did I get dropped? Okay, no, you
Nope,
just got
no,
really
you're good.
quiet.
We're listening.
Oh, we're listening.
I was, well, there was still like a white noise sound that I was hearing
okay.
before, and it was not there anymore. It lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed disperses it.
So it's a wind thing. Goes away.
Aww.
But it's only if we
Where's
stop at the Taco Bell.
Aw.
Oh, that win.
I was defeated by a breeze. No. Oh man.
There, so way Jazz. doesn't
There we
think
go.
That,
No, that's
Yeah.
fine.
All right.
I'll trust it next time. And then, coincidentally, gust of wind. Basically, which makes it clear fog and a strong wind 60 feet long and 10 feet wide. Pushes everyone back 15 feet.
Oh wow.
okay.
Okay.
Must
That could be
succeed in
handy
a
for we
strength
need to
saving
get out
throw.
of here. Boom. And then run
Is
the
that from
other
your
way.
wings? I never asked. Do you have wings, Jazz?
I don't know. I didn't think I did.
Do you
but
want wings?
Sure. Wings sound
You're
fun.
a dragonborn. You can have wings. They may not
Cool.
be fully functional, but you have wings.
It disperses gas and vapor. It can extinguish candles, torches, and similar unprotected flames.
I literally just picked. I found out what you picked that for, because oh crap, he said something on.
Yeah, we've got a trigger happy fire guy over here.
We have a fire genasi who's a fire wizard. What did you think was gonna happen?
He likes fire.
Oh, this makes me so happy.
I'm so surprised he did not pick, evocation as his school of magic, because it seems like he would have picked evocation.
Oh man.
Wasn't one of my options, but that's okay.
Well, you know.
No, not you, Raul. Because he's
Oh,
like
Raul.
abjuration or something, which is a school of magic. But evocation is the like, boom, like
Oh,
school
Yes.
of magic.
boom
Fireball,
school?
lightning bolts.
So
Like-
change that. Change that. Change it. Oh, change it.
Hey, he might
Um,
want to. He might
oh,
want to.
look at that! It just changed.
And my other level 1 spell, if anyone's
Oh, yeah.
interested.
Okay, what's your level 1
My
spell?
other level 1 spell was Purify Food and Drink, which
Oh,
does
nice.
exactly
Purifies food
does
and drink.
exactly what it says it does. So
So we can eat
cheers.
zombies now.
Yes. You can just go, nom, nom,
yeah,
nom.
I
you
guess.
can feel
Yeah.
free to do that. Like,
Technically,
I will
yeah.
probably.
As long as they're non-magical.
Ah,
Yeah, zombies
okay.
are magical.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn.
Sorry.
Necromancy, it's still a magic.
Rendered free of
Necromancy,
poison and
TF,
disease.
it's still a magic.
Damn.
Alright, so anything else?
That's it. That's all the nifty new things I got. And I can now cast 4 level 1s a day and 2 level 2s, which is exciting.
Oh, nice. Level 2s. I can't do
Feels
that.
like Christmas today. I don't know why. Feels like we're unwrapping all of our presents.
And I chose Gust of Wind because it was my domain spell. But
Ah,
Oh, okay.
But mainly to put me
and
out.
and
But
also
maybe
to
you should
put out
fire.
fire, just in case.
And to clear
Players
your own
metagaming each other.
I
And
wonder what Dale picked because he's also he's a win genasi. So
You never know.
why do alt codes not work on Google Documents?
Codes?
Alt codes. That's weird.
And I didn't have the ability to choose that gust of wind.
Or it just
by
could
the
be
way.
my keyboard being dumb.
oh, so you
Why?
could pick you have an ability that enhances flame.
Sure, why not? No, I'm just kidding. No.
Alright, so I'm purposely leaving Andy for the last because of the information he has given me. So, Dale, what happened at your level 3?
I got a lot of things. While we're still actually, I'm gonna kind of mix this around. I too have now the ability to cast spells.
Ooh.
So
One is Gust of Wind, one is Extinguish Flame.
no, I can
So
choose
yes, in
from.
5th edition, folks, Rangers can cast spells.
And one is
They've
magic.
always been
What?
able to be just very lesser, like they're way behind wizards and stuff. But I think they've been able to not. I thought it was cleric spells. Is it cleric
Ranger
spells?
spells. Ranger spells.
And I think
they're
they have their own
specifically
specific
Ranger
set of
spells.
skills. in this
Oh,
one.
nice. That's
But
new
they-
then.
They do have some crossover. Like they have,
Yeah.
they could be ranger and whatever. So they do have some sort of crossover.
I think
I
for
could
the
choose
most part they share a spell pool with druids and nature clerics in this one.
Okay. Clerics as well. Yeah. I can't have any cantrips though, so that's still I can't have any of that. Just
I
for,
can't
just for
either.
clarification. So that sucks. But anyway.
Yay, secondary spellcasters.
By the way, how many? It doesn't say anywhere in here. I had that question. How many spells can I cast a day? One is how many? 1, 2.
On the left-hand side of your spellcasting page, there will be a spells per day.
At
3.
level,
Yeah.
level
right.
3, you can do
3 per
3
day.
first level spells. Yep.
I just found it just then. Just then. So the 3 spells I chose were the descriptions. My first one is Hail of Thorns. It is a ranged weapon within 5 feet of the target. And it is a 1d10 pierce damage with half dex save.
Wow. Okay.
So it's
not bad.
It's pretty cool. Again, I have a limited selection on what I can actually.
What's your what's the range on that again? 5 feet?
5 feet, yes.
Okay, so it can only hit one enemy. Okay.
Yeah, you can only hit one enemy, which we'll get to that in a sec. My second spell is Speak with Animals, which allows me.
Let me guess. That one lets you speak with animals.
Yes.
So next time there's a
But
bear in a
for
cage, you can talk to it?
Yes, but only for 10 minutes.
Only for 10 minutes.
Only for 10 minutes.
You
per
become
cast.
best friends with the bear in 10 minutes, and at minute 11.
Here, I can translate
Please
for the
don't-
bear.
It's like pushing daisies. You can talk to dead people.
Exactly.
But only for 1 minute.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Tick, 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 tick. Oh yeah, you get an extra 9 minutes. That's nice. I'll set the timer.
9 minutes.
It's because they're alive, not dead.
You can do a lot in 9 minutes.
Yeah, I miss fishing.
But anyway.
God, this is a good show.
Me too. Me too, man. Me
Watch that
too.
movie again.
Movie?
My third one is TV show, rather. Sorry. My third one is Cure Wounds. Yeah.
Yay! Wild. Oh my god.
Yay, I don't have to be the only one anymore. Yeah.
I saw
No,
that
no.
in there. I went.
I was totally also casting Cure Wounds. I just ran out of spells.
I thought that would be handy to have, of course, more people
Yes,
to.
you were correct.
Yeah.
I thought that was the smartest
I don't
move
know
I've
why
made.
we
helpful
need
when you can
healers.
take a chance to get something like that and not have it be a punishment against you, like multi-classing into cleric or something. Then it's a good idea to get it. Multi-classing,
Yeah,
I've never
I
been
saw-
a huge fan of.
I saw that pop up in the list of. How many did I have to choose from? Not that much. I think I only had to choose with 8 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, Paladin and Ranger are probably pretty similar in that you get to choose a subset of the
9,
list.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 14 spells. But
Oh, that's
some
not
of
too
them were
bad.
really obnoxious though. I mean, I could have chosen the fog one as well. I chose not to. I could
We
have
got
chosen
that.
to
We're
jump.
covered.
I could have chose to jump. That would have been handy.
And just to be
Well,
clear, we
for-
didn't have any conversation before, like what skills
No.
we were picking.
Not at all.
So,
Not
so
at
we,
all.
we didn't fix any of this to like complement each other. We just
Well, the problem is you could certainly learn spells specifically, but I don't know that in character there is a way for like Driku and Dahlgren to actually know that, because as far as we're concerned, these are spells bestowed upon us by our god.
Mm.
Like we don't
Okay.
actually choose them.
And
So I mean, we do. Our players choose them, but like in character, I'm not sure how the two characters would sit down. I mean, you could see the
class
stuff
them.
that we have done and learn a specific spell, but
Yeah.
that's it's hard to determine that.
it's
Yeah,
pretty
we-
much
we have
character
to-
knowledge and player knowledge at the same time.
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
Yeah, it is based off character knowledge. Because classes like mine, we can't go and learn spells from a book. We kind of get them put upon
True.
us, if that makes sense.
If I will ever find a book or a scroll that has a spell.
Or isn't made out of paper. But anyway, apart from that, that was one of the most nifty things too. Was the ability to cast spells that came up, and I went, ooh.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure where the pool comes from. I'm gonna guess it's kind of like a druid's, where you just become so in tune
like
with
a nature. Yeah, it's cleric and druid nature spells essentially.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take it as kind of like how a druid gains their magic, and just you become so in touch with nature that you just start gaining.
Yeah,
the
no, that
ability
makes
to-
sense. Did you choose your archetype? Dale? Hint. You did.
Sure, why not? What?
The hunter
Oh, yeah,
thing?
yeah, the hunter thing. Yes, I was getting to that. I feel like.
Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yes, I'm a hunter archetype. Thanks for spoiling. But anyway,
It's not like we have a chat that we can talk to each other in, right?
Not at all. Yeah,
Slackers.
well, slackers. Right. So there's that. The description doesn't say anything too much on that front.
Which did you
Um,
pick? You didn't actually say.
Hunter, I did.
He did pick Hunter.
Oh,
I
Because
did
he
say
was
Hunter.
discussing the abilities of Hunter earlier.
I know that. They don't know that.
That's true.
Yeah, I said Hunter before. My fighting style that I went with at Ranger level 2 is archery.
+2.
It gains a +2 bonus to attack rolls with ranged weapons. So my lovingly longbow that I love so much and take to bed with me every night, it's now a +7 instead of a +5.
Wow. Nice.
So that is.
So please roll above a 10 and you'll probably hit.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Is you still have to not roll a 2 or a 4, which I
Well,
do.
It's less embarrassing that way, because if I do roll a 2, then it bumps it up to at least a 9. So
Which misses everything. 10 is the minimum. 10 is like you're wearing like I'm bare chested and not a barbarian. That is a 10 armor class.
10 armor class, but still, it makes it more probable, which is what I was going for
Yes,
there. It was like,
very much
at
so.
least
I find it really interesting that CJ's really quiet. He's taking battle notes on
He
how
is
he's going to
taking
make
battle
the
notes.
next.
No,
How
I'm
he's going to
doing
design
other
the
stuff.
next.
I'm designing I'm designing the next encounter.
Yeah.
So-
Next up,
Immune to fire.
Primeval Awareness is the next one that I have. For 1 minute per level of spell slot expanded, sense whether creatures are present within 1 mile. What is that?
Whoa.
I'm just reading as it says. Anyway.
Alright, so read that again?
As an action, expand one ranger spell slot to focus your awareness on the region around you. For 1 minute per level of spell slot expanded, sense whether creatures are present within 1 mile or 6 miles in favored terrain.
Okay, so what that is basically you're going to choose a favorite terrain. Choose your favorite terrain.
Which
You can be forest,
is
caves, whatever you
forest,
want.
I think.
Forest? Okay.
Grassland,
So if
sorry.
you're in a-
Grassland, sorry.
Grasslands? Okay. So what that basically is you take one of your spells, you quote-unquote cast a spell, which allows you to basically gain Daredevil sense of anything around you. A mile with you not being in your area, with you not being in your favorite area, 6 miles if you are. Basically, you just become so in tune with nature, you can pick out where things are. It allows you to track your prey. Basically, you do become Daredevil for a minute.
Right. And I got to choose my favorite creatures, because that's fun.
Or your least
enemy,
favorite.
sorry. My least favorite.
Your favorite enemy.
Favorite enemy is that makes sense. And I chose undead in that sense.
Wow.
Favorite enemies.
I approve.
My hunter ranger features. Hunter's prey is horde breaker. Yeah.
Okay.
Which
I approve of that one.
I did decide to go that, despite CJ's making notes of not putting 2 enemies beside each other, but probability says that that's going to happen regardless. But anyway.
Especially considering your cleric just took an ability to move things around the board the way that he wanted to.
See, there you go. Just to read out what that does is, once on each of your turns, you can make a weapon attack. So say, for example, with a kind of, a longbow, for example. You can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature as long as they're within 5 feet of the original target and within the range of your weapon.
So in other words, if there are 2 guys standing next to each other on the map, you can shoot them both.
Yes.
Correct. And
Which
as
is
long
cool.
as they are... It is cool, and it has to be within range of my weapon, so I don't have to be there either if I'm shooting from a distance.
Yes, that sounds like a good.
Yes.
We have faced many enemies, so yes, that sounds definitely like a good.
Yeah,
thing.
and my range is 150 on the longbow, so
Yeah.
So we're
just putting
good.
that out there.
Basically across the map.
Yeah. So
150. I think, that sounds good. I think we can do something with that.
That sounds pretty good. With the I'm all over the map. Sorry, I'm trying to read upwards. Back to the
Take your time.
favorite terrain. Yeah, okay. Back to the favorite terrain for a second. When making an intelligent or wisdom check related to the favored, let's say flavored terrain, your proficiency bonus is doubled if you're using a skill that you're proficient in.
Oh, so if you're in grasslands, you're very good at the things you do.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay.
While traveling for an hour or more in the favored terrain, I gain the following benefits. different terrain doesn't slow down your group's travel.
Wow.
Your group, I don't know. Well, yeah. I don't know how that would work. I don't know how it would slow down group's travel, but anyway. Your group can't
If, for
become-
example, you go from grasslands to tundra, tundra is going to slow you down.
or grasslands to cavelands, for example. That as well. Well, you know,
Yeah.
Cavelands?
Caveland.
Cavelands, where the goblins dwell. Well, that's Stonehenge.
Your group doesn't become lost by magical means.
I cannot cast a spell at you and make you forget where you're at.
Yes. Yes.
We'll do that by ourselves.
Yeah.
You can set me on. Actually, you can't set me on. Never mind. Even when you're engaged in another activity while traveling, you remain alert to danger. If you are
Okay.
traveling alone, you can move more stealthily at a normal pace. It's also
Ooh.
helpful. That is also helpful.
As long as it's just you, because the rest of us are loud as hell. So,
Um,
if you're scouting ahead, that'll be useful.
When you forage, you find twice as much food as you normally would. So I find twice as much food in grassland than I would anywhere else.
If your DM cared enough to keep track of that whole thing, which I really don't.
When you really don't. While tracking other creatures, you learn their exact number, sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
There you go.
Nice.
That's helpful.
It's gonna be a shame when he burns your grasslands down.
Yeah, that wasn't well. I didn't think that out, did I?
Oh man. I
Quite
said I
well.
was sorry.
It was either grassland or forest was my short list, but
Both burn pretty
Forest,
well.
I didn't-
I'm
No,
sorry.
no, grasslands is
Sorry.
fine.
forest does burn better, so that's why I went with grassland. Anyway, the undead enemies gives me an advantage on wisdom checks to favored enemy and intelligence checks to recall information about them. So whenever we're facing an undead enemy, I can use a wisdom check to basically track the enemy, and an intelligence check to recall information about the enemy.
Okay.
So, I'm just trying to see if I've got anything else. I don't think I do.
Hunted up hunter?
Doesn't say anything in the descriptions here about hunter itself. Just it says that the fact that I am a hunter, and my first thing is hunter's prey, which is the horde breaker.
Yes.
So that's what it says on the description here, unless there is something that's in like the book or something.
Nope,
that I'm
you're pretty much.
researching.
Alright,
this is the
Dale
primeval
became a
or-
completely new character.
Yeah.
Now, without going into any deep thought about this, why would your character do this?
Well, see, my character has always been fond of protecting and caring for people beneath him, and he's always been kind of aiming to become like an archer all his life kind of thing. So this is just the perfect opportunity to become more proficient in that.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no. As
best
a
way-
wind genasi, that kind of goes right up your alley.
Yeah.
You practice all your life with a bow. It's just natural that you continue that path.
Continue that path. And also, that is the way that the family has protected people and they've always hunted with food and resources with arrows as well. So it's kind of following within family footsteps as well. So
There you go.
that's why the character would follow in that direction to kind of bring, follow on the family's kind of reputation, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
In in saying that, is nervous that he's going to bring shame to the family if he doesn't perform well in the upcoming fights, and performs badly as kind of going down the Archer road, if that makes sense.
No, absolutely.
So, yes, and that was the thinking behind it anyway. Because
Okay, no,
it
that's
is,
why I asked you that question.
yeah, it kind of now really being not shoehorned into a particular path, but it kind of is becoming more specialized.
Yeah.
Than anything else.
Yeah, and I totally didn't do that because you're super quiet about how your character acts. So,
Yeah.
hey, Dave, start RPing more.
I know.
All right, now, anything else on your character?
No, that's about it. That's all.
All right, Andy.
Everything I get.
Dun 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 dun.
So I am I thought before last session that I was going on a different path, but Bahamut spoke to Dahlgren and told him he spent a lot of time in the temple after the death of our companion Wizard, and he has sacrificed some of his own purity and divinity to make sure he can be an effective hand of Bahamut's wrath at this point.
But Muhammad's all like, "Hey, dog, I heard that a bunch of people are dying, and these guys all suck ass. So better at smashing their faces in."
What?
So I am I've become a little more inward, a little darker. I have taken the Oath of Vengeance. So the Oath of Vengeance basically is a solemn commitment to punish those who have committed a grievous sin. When evil forces slaughter helpless villagers. When no, he didn't do it on purpose. So basically, it's I'm going to deliver justice, and I don't much care like human law. That's great, but that doesn't really concern me anymore. I am delivering the justice of Bahamut, which is above man's law. So I can basically now and again I can either essentially terrify someone. So I hold my holy symbol up and use this
Boogie.
Yeah, and it will. They are terrified of me and will basically take disadvantage on any attack or skill or spell roll until I am no longer in line of sight. So they're terrified. Or I can do a vow of enmity, which, for lack of a better term, so when I'm attacking someone, I swear an oath on them, like that I'm going to put them down, and I gain advantage on that roll when I do so.
For those who played 4th edition, basically Andy is going the route of an Avenger as opposed to a straight Paladin.
Yes.
Which is
I'm
fine.
Angry. This is my first time really out of the cloisters of the hall and doing stuff around town, and my character is pretty angry that things have gotten this bad. Like, random people are just being attacked by things, and I'm gonna put a stop to
seeing
it.
the little girl almost get killed. I would imagine, and I'm not speaking for your character, but I would imagine seeing that little girl being punished like that and being tortured like that probably did something to your cloistered little brain.
Something snapped, and now I have heard. Just FYI, out of character for people now, I'm no longer lawful good, because I saw that lawful good allowed this to happen, and so I have drifted off of that path, and I'm still good, but I'm not lawful good anymore. But Bahamut has given me permission to do this.
Yeah, and Andy came to me. He's like, "Hey, would this be okay?" I'm like, "Well, what would your character do about it? Because if you can justify it as your character, that's really all that
Hit
matters."
him with a paragraph.
I read
With
about half of
several
it. I'm like, "All right,
paragraphs,
fine. No,
Fine, it's fine. Jeez.
Jeez.
So yeah.
Too much text.
So I am now
Thank you for your life story.
leveling up. As I can still heal. That is one of the spells I have chosen to be in my casting things, but that is probably not what my magic is going to be used for in general. So
no, probably
it will
not.
be
It's just gonna
interesting
be
to
all
see how.
avenging.
Yes, as I'm avenging. It's like, excuse me. I'm gonna avenge you. Hope that's okay.
Oh no, my teammate died. Time to avenge. You should heal me. I have like a hit point left. Time to avenge.
No, I can still
squirrel
heal.
got run over by a wagon. Avenge.
There's two other people that can heal you.
But
I'm
no,
gonna
and
avenge.
remember, if I'm standing somewhere near you and someone attacks you, I can help you. So I'm not. I am going to be more offensive, but I'm going to, use my skills as I should use my skills.
Yes.
How would your skills affect me? That's
What
what
do you
I'm
mean?
worried.
If your
Put
path
setting
is
your friends
righteous,
on
you got
fire,
nothing
and
to
you
worry
won't have to
about.
be avenged upon.
Yeah. Yeah, just, if your path is righteous, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Don't worry about that.
Ignore that message I sent you, CJ.
Ahem.
Oh,
Ahem.
Joking.
Wait, aren't you sleeping together within the week? You be
Yes.
careful now. Okay. Just putting that out there. Sorry, continue. I apologize.
So, what spells are you still have the same spells that you had last time?
Yeah, I basically can cast one more a day.
Okay.
So, but I do have spells that I never need to prepare. So I have Protection from Evil and Good, which I can cast on someone, and basically I specify a type of thing like elemental or undead, and they get advantages on rolling saving throws and stuff against that type of enemy. I also have. Oh wait, nope, that's the old type. Sorry, I don't have that spell. Ignore that. I can prepare it, but I don't have it offhand. I have Bane, which I can cast at things, and if they fail a Charisma saving throw, then they roll a D4, and that subtracts from the attack roll they made. So if they roll a hit and it's just barely a hit, I can cast this spell and it will stage down however many they roll. And I have Hunter's Mark, and if anyone has played WoW, it's essentially like that. Like I believe I do slightly more damage to it. So I can, make the mark jump from thing to thing, and it will help the party take that particular target down.
Yeah, it's a very good archetype. I actually really like that one. It goes like I said, it goes into the Avenger and kind of the Blackguard for the older classes than the traditional Mr. Righteous Paladin. But I like it. I like that a lot. Whenever I make a paladin, I tend to roll the strong arm paladin as opposed to the shield paladin.
Yes. No, I went with shield because originally I was going to go down the path of devotion, and that totally fits. But I'll roll with it. Like, things change.
The one thing that I love, and I need to look to see if you're ever able to change your favorite enemy or not, because I love when players do reactionary things. Hey, we've been facing a lot of undead because you were facing a necromancer.
Yep.
However, Andy nailed it when the name of the clans you are fighting is elemental evil.
Yeah. They're just preying upon people who can't defend themselves, and that ain't happening. So
Dale, since I gave Raul a freebie, change your favorite enemy to elemental.
Okay. I don't want a freebie. Don't feel like I'm priming for a freebie, but I'll take it.
But also keep in mind, at 6th level, you choose a second one too. So you can change it temporarily, or change it and then add the one that you had before, and then at level 6 you'll be squared up again.
Yeah.
And you also get one at 14. Like we're gonna live that long. Yeah, right.
I cannot choose elemental. It's not on the list.
Oh,
It is on the list.
what's on your list then?
In terms of ease, I got Eladin or Elf.
Oh no, that's race.
That's race.
Favorite enemy is beasts. Celestials. Don't pick Celestials. I'm just letting you know. You're gonna have a serious problem with 2 people in the party if you pick Celestials. Constructs, dragons, elementals, fae, which you also probably shouldn't pick.
Hang on, yeah, I didn't scroll up enough. Never mind.
Oh, okay, you found it. Okay.
I found it.
I wouldn't pick dragons either.
I wouldn't pick dragons either. There might be. I won't choose friends either.
Here's RB Dragon.
Friends. My favorite enemies are my friends.
Is a friend. I can screen share it if you like. It's in the list.
Like a favorite enemy for Celestials means you would attack gods, right?
Well, I can't
Angels
choose-
and gods.
Yeah, angelic creatures, which you'd probably have something of a problem with the big angry
depends
paladin
on-
and the cleric.
If
the
in
frickin'
a
dragon.
game where sometimes there might be angels who are fallen but not have went to demonhood yet, they would still be celestial.
Right, but I'm gonna say in general.
In this game, no. This is I can tell you right now that is not going to happen in this game. I think there is a chained angel eventually, but I don't even know. I think that guy's completely optional. So it would never behoove you to pick Celestial in this game. That being said, if it were my game, I like using those kind of things. I like saying, hey, here's an angel, you have to fight it. I just did that this weekend with my other group.
By the way, I don't get anything additional for changes to elementals. I still get advantage on wisdom, tracking them, and intelligence to recall information.
Yeah, exactly.
Just put that
Against
out there.
those.
But
So, against
again,
elementals,
elemental.
it's that.
Yeah, I think that will come up and be handy. Is what
Yes.
I think.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I was begging for it, but sure, why not?
Well, no, I mean, when the characters were rolled up, we didn't have a clear indicator, so it's
I
good.
didn't have a clear indicator.
Anyway. Also, that's a bit of a fact.
I'm not gonna lie. I barely had the book and had not really cracked it when I'm like, hey, let's play this game. So.
Oh well.
So yeah, that's just it's just me being like, hey, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of something because this is not my game.
Well, and also that they're like you didn't know further down.
Exactly.
Now you have a little more idea of what's going to happen, and the players have more idea of what's going on, I think.
Yes. So I think that really there's going to be some pretty big surprises coming up on our next game session.
Fighting angels.
Yes, we're fighting angels. Bahamut has turned against you. What do you do? He's like, yo,
Angels
dog,
and
you did
water
that.
elementals.
God, the two of the four of us are in trouble. But anyway, that's
So
okay.
is the
Why
next game session on the 9th or the 16th?
The 17th, which is a Thursday.
Or 17th, yeah. Sorry, not the 16th.
No, all right. So and we'll go over this a little bit more here. We won't. Okay, we'll
Was there
go
anything
ahead and do the
else
wrap up
from
and get to the other part of it. Because I don't want to get too far into what we're actually going to be doing in that because I'm going to open my big fat mouth. And there's a big surprise coming that I don't want to reveal on the level 3 special. So next week, I'm going to take over Jazz's next time on here. Next week, unless Dale,
time.
Andy, and Jazz want to do a show, Raul and I are not going to be here because we are going to Dragon Con the next day.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be a Zambi all next week because I'm working overnight on Monday. So.
Unless Dale and Jazz want to do like a small screen spoiler show or something like that, there's no show next week. It's Labor Day weekend. Y'all can take it off.
Sweet.
Okay. All right, Dale. You just watch all of Mr. Robot, and we'll talk about that.
Oh my
Okay.
God, show.
I'm okay with this.
Oh, dude, yeah, you will be. Trust me. If you do that, honestly, you will not be sorry for it.
Are you caught up yet,
That show is
CJ?
freaking fantastic. I have I have to watch episode 9 and then 10 next week when it comes out.
Is
Are
all
we-
of Mr.
are we
Robot
doing-
online?
Huh? What?
If you have a cable subscription that you can sign into USA.com, you can watch all of the episodes.
Yes.
Ooh, I do
yes,
not.
you can.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah. I'll get it with you after
Proxman.com.
the show.
Oh, will you? Oh, hey now.
Yes.
Hey now. Hey now.
So the week after that, Raul and I are going to do DragonCon wrap up. So it might end up just being me and Raul on, unless the other guys want to come. During the weekend, I'm going to try and post probably overnight some stuff that we're going to record. I'm going to try and do at least a Periscope a day while I'm there, probably on the train ride to DragonCon, because it's a 40-minute train ride, and if I have good enough signal through the entire time, we'll do a Periscope of on the train to DragonCon. And then we're going to do big, huge, what we did, what we enjoyed, and everything like that on the 9th, 10th, 9th.
See? Told you 9th was easier.
That's August. The 10th.
So, yeah, next week's the 3rd, so that's the 10th.
Yes, and then on the 17th is the next. That's going to be the opening of Chapter 2 of the Mana Pool. And then we'll go from there.
And then we'll go from there. 'Cause who knows?
So before I hit the button for what's going on next, remember you can always reach the show at twitter.com/geekio show, facebook.com/geekio show, email is geekioshow@gmail.com. You can call us, please call us, I'll play it on the air, 727-489-4335, that is 727-489-GEEK. Also remember we record Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern over at geekio.net/live, and you can listen on all of the things, tunein.alphageekradio.com or diamondclub.tv. And now, for the final time this year, I'm going to hit probably the wrong button.
Push the button, Frank.
That's the wrong
The
button.
Summer Movie Smackdown Update.
Told you I was going to hit the wrong button. Alright, so this is the final Summer Movie Smackdown update for 2015. First off, we're going to do like we have done in the past, the awards. Now, I put a little inclusion on here, and I think going forward we're going to do this. Wild cards will not be in the awards because we didn't bid for them. It not really is fully fair one way or the other. So, that being said, coming as no surprise to anybody, highest grossing Jurassic World with $445 million.
Is that only in the 2 weeks, or is it like
Only
total?
2 weeks.
That is only with our... This is the
Two
only stuff that is calculated in
2
ours.
weeks. 2 weeks.
And that was Mara who had that one. And taking, I think he has won this 100% of the time. Lowest grossing, selfless,
Self-bad.
taking $11.5 million. Barely edging out.
Vacation.
What was that? No.
Dope.
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 Or was that?
Dope.
Yeah. Dope. The best value, again, coming as no surprise, Jurassic World netting Mara $14.9 million.
With one movie. One movie.
With one movie. The worst value, Speak of the Devil,
It's so
Dope.
dope.
from
Dope.
Jazz, making
Dope
a
from
cool
Jazz.
$1 million.
$1
$1 million.
million. $1 million
It's
dope
alright.
should be a movie. It should be a movie. We've had
Yeah, that is
worse.
actually. Yeah, we have had worse, and it's been mine. Freaking Inherent Vice.
Vice. Wow. That's a good throwback.
Oh, Inherent Vice. I'm sorry.
So
and
epic.
also
Oh,
fucking epic. Fucking epic.
What is that movie?
I forgot about Epic.
It's a good movie. I've seen it. I enjoy it. But damn, that hurt.
Nobody saw
Epic
that movie.
on DVD.
Freshest, we have a tie. The two ladies taking it home. Inside Out and Mad Max Fury Road making 98%.
Did you heard what I said? Or what I heard, right?
Yeah, we all heard it.
Yes, it's because of that's what I said. And the most rotten, again, I'm pretty sure he's taking this 100% of the time.
I want to look this
Dale
up.
with Hot Pursuit with 6%.
6.
They all can't be.
Even less than Fantastic Four. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Dope. Oh, and not
Hey, Dope did well in Rotten Tomatoes. It got like 90 or something like that.
What?
That's
just Fletcher.
Fletcher talks.
Oh, okay. Fletcher exploring new sounds.
And so that brings us to our final standings for the Summer Movie Smackdown. Oh, that worked out well. Anamanaguchi picked up when I'm doing this. Mara taking the cup, $29.6 million. Jazz not as far behind as we thought he was going to be, with $29.3 million.
Hey,
Wild
came
card.
square in the
$2
middle.
wild card.
Yeah, $2. OP. Third place, myself, with $20.5 million. Fourth place, Dale, with a respectable $20.2 million. And then the three people that got less than Jurassic World brought in Mara. Marlissa, $12.9 million.
One movie
Long.
beat me.
Lots of one movies beat you, Raul.
Oh.
You didn't
So,
use your wild card
Jazz-
either. Just saying.
Budlong brought in $12.7 million. And Raul taking the last place, the epic womp 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 with
I'm gonna go back
$10.9 million.
So I
I
have
would
to
come
say,
back during the winter and take this whole game.
yeah, Dale, considering you got two of the worst categories, I'm pretty impressed you still got fourth. Like, Dale's like, I got the worst things ever.
Last year,
That's always
he
how it
literally
goes.
got all of the negative ones in freaking American Sniper.
Oh, okay.
By like $50 million too.
Yeah, because he paid like $10 for American Sniper and it made $300 million.
Everyone laughed at me. Everyone's like, "Oh,
He,
what's American?"
he literally, with that one movie, we had to add up the rest of us to get to his amount.
And he made
just
like $30 million
barely-
on one movie.
That's value, by the way.
Yeah. So we're going to be back in probably early October to do the winter, which, of course, has the giant juggernaut known as Star Wars in it. But thankfully, unlike Night Attack, in our game, we don't really need to worry about it because considering I've restricted the rules so much, that it really is... It's not going to be any worse than American Sniper or Jurassic World.
No, it should be about the same.
Yeah. Be about the same.
Just gotta make sure somebody.
Spent on it.
Just make sure somebody buys it for like 60 plus, and we should.
Yeah,
be
exactly.
Yeah, right.
If you can just keep jacking up the price to 70 or something, yeah, you'll be fine. Cause
And not $8 like American Sniper.
The only way Star Wars
We didn't do our research on that one. We didn't do our research on American
60
Sniper.
and wins you the draft is that if it makes $2 billion opening
yeah,
weekend.
exactly.
Well, I mean, and also remember that's not the only huge movie opening up this winter. There's actually quite a bit of stuff opening
There's
up.
that Hunger Games finale. I think that's
that
kind of a
tiny
big
little
deal.
Movie, The Hunger Games.
You've got
Just an idea of some of the things that we could be opening, that we could be betting on. Um, depending on when we
The
start it,
Nut
we
Job
could be
2.
doing Pan
Alvin and the
again, Steve
Chipmunks
Jobs,
4.
Alvin and the Chipmunks 4.
Wait, there was an Alvin and Chipmunks 2?
Gem and the Hologram.
Oh, Gem and the Holograms is gonna
The
be
Gem and the
so
Hologram
terrible.
That's mine. I've just called
The Peanuts movie.
Probably will.
A James Bond movie is coming out in November.
I'm so
Oh.
sick of James
Yeah.
Bond. Like the
So
last
good.
movies are fine if they're not James Bond movies. Like it's a spy movie. That's great. That would be fantastic. But it's not a good. They haven't been good James Bond movies. The last one I actually got bored at. Yeah.
Though you're kind of right. I watched Man from U.N.C.L.E. recently, and that movie like captures 80s Bond and just makes it so like it reminds you of so like what you loved about the 80s Bond, from the campiness of it to the actual spy in it. You have
Superman?
The Good Dinosaur, a Pixar movie coming out again. Victor Frankenstein with Daniel Radcliffe in it.
We've already done one Frankenstein movie. That didn't do so well. Hey, let's do another one. That'll be good.
Wait, there's a horror movie coming out during winter called Krampus.
Yes, it makes me so excited. Not that it's not going to make any money, but I love the story of Krampus. So great.
And Christmas
pretty
time,
disturbing
perfect
thing.
time.
Yeah.
Well, it's anti-Santa Claus. He takes the little children who have been bad and either punishes them, or if they've been really bad, kills them.
Well, we had Unbroken open at Christmas time last year, so there's that.
Yeah.
Isn't there another
that's a really
Tarantino
good
movie
Christmas story.
coming at Christmas? Hateful Eight.
Oh yeah, that's
Is it
well.
coming to
That might be
That's limited.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's
No,
limited.
it's limited on Christmas. Kind of like how Django
okay.
opened up on Christmas
Aw.
on a limited release. The official one came out in January. You have the Snowden movie. You have the Point Blank remake.
The Good Dinosaur.
Goosebumps. The
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps movie. Oh, and your Peter Pan.
It's so weird.
Your Peter
Have you
Pan
seen
movie.
Have you seen
Yeah, it looks
the
weird.
previews for Goosebumps?
Yeah, it looks weird.
Yes.
It's so weird. But the thing is like it started off. I'm such a Night Attack nerd. It started off and Jack Black goes, "I'm R.L. Stein," and in the middle of the theater I go, "I live alone."
I smoke a lot of weed.
I smoke
Poorly rolled blunts.
Totally
while
road
sitting in my hot tub.
with a telescope, so I can watch the
Rachel
children.
looks at me when I go. He goes, "I'm R.L. Stein," and I go, "I live alone." And Rachel kind of looks at me, like, "Sorry, force of habit."
I wonder if someone hasn't already photoshopped in Jury as R.L. Stein in that movie.
It would not surprise me.
The trailer.
Peanuts movie. Oh my god. Really? Okay. All right. So that's kind of just a sneak peek of what we're going to do with that. That's not including 2016's movies, because
That's
remember
just-
the winter goes into 2016. Just kind of looking over it. A movie called Dirty Grandpa.
That sounds like
Classic.
something I'm not going to ever see.
It sounds like it's going to be the most rotten
Kung Fu
movie of
Panda
the
3.
year. Just with the Kung Fu Panda 700
Panda
coming out. Yeah, that'd be
3,
exciting.
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Are they making a sequel to White House Down or Olympus Has Fallen?
London Has Fallen. I don't know if that's supposed to be a. I'm guessing so.
And it's got Gerard
Friday
Butler
is-
in it.
February
There you
12th.
go.
Yeah.
Deadpool on the 12th of February. Right in time for Valentine's Day, I guess.
What?
Yeah, clearly.
And also, for some unknown reason, Zoolander 2.
I think it'll be fun. It'll be totally nostalgia trip.
Ben
It
Hur.
sounds like we're going to have
Wow,
a lot
it
of
is
our
a
expensive
sequel.
movies. It is
They're
a
making a sequel to
sequel.
Olympus Has Fallen called London.
Yeah,
Has
London
Fallen.
Has Fallen.
London
Huh.
as well.
Wow. I thought that
Um,
was just a coincidence, but no, it actually is.
Wait,
Kung Fu
might
Panda
go-
3. Woo!
Oh.
Sorry.
We might go into April on this one. We try not
Nut Job
to.
2.
Nut Job 2, I mentioned that earlier.
Nut Job was cute. I mean, it wasn't like I didn't go see it in the theater, but when it was on free on Netflix, I watched it.
Yeah, I watched it with my daughter. It was
Batman
alright.
versus Superman in the end of March.
Yeah, that's going to be another one that we have to take into consideration.
Oh, I thought that
Yeah,
was
we might go to the end
Deadpool.
of March.
Deadpool in
Yeah.
February.
Jazz is just now catching up.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I got distracted.
So how about that Star Wars movie? Is that coming out at any point, dude? I'm just kidding.
We might not go into April because I was looking at it. There's not a lot opening up in April according to
Yeah.
firstshowing.net. Jungle Book, live action Jungle Book.
Do you want to just finish with Batman v Superman?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Batman v Superman is going to be our big one because then in summer we have to pretty much start up in May because May 6th, this Civil War.
Civil
Yeah.
War.
We always start with a
Angry
Marvel
Birds?
movie. It's tradition.
The Avengers 2.5.
Why is Angry Birds a
Avengers.
thing?
Angry Birds the movie. You didn't realize I'm making an Angry Birds movie?
No, I did not know that. Why are we getting Angry Birds the movie?
Because we had Angry Birds the comic book, because that was fun for about 5 seconds.
Next summer's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
If nothing gets pushed back, Captain America, Friday the 13th,
Neighbors 2? Really?
On Friday
X-Men
the
Apocalypse, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, which I like the
Aw.
first one.
I did too. And Bebop and
Finding
Rocksteady is
Dory
supposed to be in
next
the second
summer.
one.
Yeah, Rocksteady
Warcraft.
and Arrow. Steve Amell is in it as freaking Casey Jones.
Oh no.
Independence Day Resurgence?
Yep.
What?
What?
Star
Yes,
Trek
it's a
Beyond next
sequel.
summer. Ghostbusters. Ice
Yeah.
Age, the
World
700th.
of Warcraft. Finding Dory.
Oh yeah, wow. Wow,
Seriously,
will
how
be
many-
a thing.
Untitled Next
Oh,
Born.
that's
chapter.
coming out. That's coming
Star
out
Trek
the week
Beyond.
before Finding Dory. Ouch.
Finding Dory. Ooh.
Well, I mean, hey man, I think it was through 2017 Disney's releasing 20 movies, or it's like
Yes.
18 or something. It's ridiculous
Wait.
because they own so many studios now that because
There's
they own
Hold on.
Star
Breaking
Wars.
news. There's a movie coming out on August 12th, 2016, alongside Pete's Dragon. Yes, that Pete's Dragon, called Sausage Party.
It's an animated movie.
I don't even know what is happening here. Paul Rudd and
Secret Life
Danny
of
McBride.
Pets? Is that DreamWorks
Paul
or is that Pixar?
freaking Rudd is in this movie.
And which one? Sausage?
In Sausage Party. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
I'm
Seth
looking this
Rogen,
up.
Evan Gold. Oh, it's a Seth Rogen movie. It's an R-rated comedy.
Well, even better.
So yeah, there's going to be all sorts of dick jokes in this one.
But it's
Jonah
a-
Hill,
it's an
Kristen
animated
Wiig,
movie?
Salma Hayek, Ed Norton, Michael Cera, Bill Hader, James Franco, Craig Robinson,
Should I really
Paul Rudd,
put
Danny
Sausage
McBride.
Party into Google?
yeah,
I
it's
shouldn't
safe
really.
search. Make sure safe search is on.
Safe search is not fun.
Yeah, it's an animated movie. So there's that an R-rated animated movie.
There's
Man,
a
Sausage Party.
Salt shaker with a cowboy hat on. Now I'm sold.
So
Born Again 2 Marvel movies next year? No, 3. My bad. Civil War, X-Men, and
Doctor Strange.
Doctor
No.
Strange.
If you're
I'm
going
really
for just
looking
plain
forward
out Marvel movies, you're getting the normal two. You're getting Doctor Strange and Captain America. If you're going for all of them, Deadpool, X-Men Apocalypse, Gambit.
Gambit.
Yep, and in October with Channing Tatum, and I'm okay with this. As
Okay.
long as. Yeah, you got some good movies coming out in 2016. I didn't realize all these movies were coming out next year.
Underworld
But
5. Wow.
Underworld 5. So that's
It's
what
the
they're
first
expecting next coming up.
movie. Sorry, go
Yeah. So hey, Jazz, what's
Hey.
been going on over at the Geek.io network?
Well, over at the Geek.io network, the generic live show hovers over the sidelines like a tiny baby fish vampire thing. Whatever that means.
Yay! I made him read it.
How does Super Mario Brothers stack? How does it stack? Maybe you should listen to how it stacks, because I think they stacked Super
It's
Mario
a classic
Brothers.
JD rage in that show.
Roar! Oh, nice. I haven't listened to it yet. Life of an Accounting Droid discusses materiality.
Oh. Also,
That's
please
deep,
remember to visit our Patreon site over at patreon.com/geekio to help us out with a small monthly donation to help fund our sausage party. If you think we're worth $5 for all of our content, we'll give you, your site, cause, whatever, a shout out at the top of the show. If you think we're worth $10 or more, we'll give your sausage party a plug on the show.
Sure. I can't believe that's a thing.
It's a thing. It's the internet.
Wait, it's gonna be an R-rated animated show or animated
Yes,
movie?
taking place in a grocery store, according to the IMDb.
Oh my god. And we thought Pixels was bad, guys.
A salt shaker that has a cowboy hat on. However, continue.
Yeah, and if you want to hear us on Stitcher Radio, search for Geek.io to help us out if you do, as well as iTunes. Be sure to leave us an honest review, and we'll gladly read it on the show.
Alrighty. Show title candidate time. The Geek.io Show episode 119, Maniple 6. You can now take care of your podcast. You're gonna get fired. A giant tube, what? Giant tube of novelty D4.
There you
Bob, what were you reading?
I'm distracted by Sausage Party. Constitutional bonus. Thunder next to your face. What the hell? Necromancy, TM. It's still a magic. Welcome to Cavelands. Then I hit him with a paragraph. Here's an angel. You have to fight it. And CJ rediscovers BGM.
I listen to that every time he puts out a new show. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You rediscover it every single time.
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh, we are in our preliminary. We are at a tie.
Yeah, it's up to Raul.
That's a row.
I don't know.
This is great. This is great thinking music, by the way. Which one will I pick?
Yay! Boom.
Yes.
The constitutional bonus is our title. All right, folks. On that note, and on the trumpets of Andrew Allen's live from the Cantina, now on sale. This has been Geek.io. We wish you a farewell, and I'm not at all stalling until I get to the correct page.
I wish you a Merry
Namaste.
Christmas.
And a Happy New Year, and see you in 2
New
weeks.
Year.
Dragon Con. If you see it at Dragon Con, come say hi. Seriously. Come hang out. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This has been a Geek.io production. Copyright 2015. Geek.io. Geek and Geek.